What is popping, everybody? Corey Shea here, and we are back again with a very important video that I've been planning for a while now. Um, so for all you guys that do not know, recently I have gotten surgery on my face. I've gotten what's called facial feminization surgery. Um, and this video is basically just a kind of like an overview and a review of my experience getting my FFS with the Nashville Vanderbilt team. The surgeon that I went to, his name was Dr. Alkassis. I put the name right here because his name is a little hard to pronounce. I, for the life of me, cannot say his name. But yeah, this video will basically going over like my experience, healing process, stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So I actually had my surgery was actually chopped up into basically two surgeries. The first surgery was October 13th of 2025. That surgery focused more on the top part of my face. I ended up getting brow bone, rhinoplasty. I got brow bone reduction, rhinoplasty, and also they shaved my orbitals. The orbitals are basically like my eye sockets. They basically just like kind of shaved it down to make it look pretty. So let's start from the beginning. So the process of getting there was kind of an interesting one. So the surgery was actually it was 7:30. It was 7:30 a.m. in the morning, but we had to get there like 5 a.m. So me and my girlfriend, we had to leave like extra early. The drive to Nashville for us was about almost 3 hours. So it was a long, arduous drive. But we got there. We got there. We were super tired. We were super tired. So we got to Vanderbilt and we got to the little check-in, and I would say it was a pretty smooth process. We checked in, they scooped me up, and I basically met the anesthesia team. They basically went over the whole process. They had me sign a bunch of forms, basically like consent forms, just saying, hey, you're okay with getting your face carved up. You're okay with being under anesthesia, which is another funny story, which is what I'm gonna get to next. Funny enough, this was actually my first experience with anesthesia. So I've heard stories of how it's like a time warp, and it is very much a time warp. I would say this. Anesthesia is so funny because the whole time I was like anticipating like there being like a transition into it. Like I thought I was gonna like get like sleepy, get like really really tired, and just knock out. It's really just I'm up 1 second, and then the next second I'm in a recovery room. It's kind of bizarre actually. So, um, thank God for anesthesia. But yeah, so I got in surgery. I actually got into surgery about I would say like 7:30 ish. I would say, and the surgery was about 6 hours long, I believe. I woke up in the recovery room. My girlfriend was right there next to me. Thank God. And one of the first, one of my first memories of waking up from my first surgery is me trying to rub my eyes, and that was my first mistake. I rubbed my eye, and apparently you're not supposed to rub your eye. The muscles, like I said, they shaved my orbitals, which was like which was basically like my eye sockets. And let me tell you, I could not see. I couldn't see for the next like 2 or 3 days. Every time I would try to focus my eyes would get watery. Thank God for my beautiful, helpful girlfriend, because she without her I would probably not be here. I could not drive 3 hours back. I swear to you. But yeah, I got back. My face was like very 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 swollen. I actually have a picture of how my face looked. I looked like a fucking alien. It was bizarre. It was crazy. But yeah, I would say the recovery for I'll say the recovery for the first surgery was actually not that bad. It actually got back to normal relatively quickly. Um, my face looked kind of crazy for like a week or so. After the first week, it actually healed pretty fast. I would say about week two, I looked relatively normal. I looked outside worthy, I would say that. Um, Thanks to my girlfriend for buying me groceries and making sure I didn't die, and also the staff for giving me all the essentials, all the medicines and drugs that I need to also not be in agonizing pain. Recovery was smooth. Recovery was very, very smooth. The only annoying part about the first surgery was I had like a drain. I had like a drain in my head for like a good 2 weeks, and also I had like a splint in my nose. The splint was very annoying because I could barely breathe. It felt like something was like tickling my nose, and I could not get it. I could not bother it because obviously it's a splint. I can't just take it out, or my shit gonna be fucked up. And also the drain was very annoying because I had to like sleep a certain type of way. But yeah, um, other than that, the first surgery recovery was actually pretty good. It wasn't that bad. Now, let's get into this second surgery. The second surgery was a bit of a doozy. I'm not going to lie to you. So the second surgery was November the 10th. I actually got the lower part of my face done, which was basically I got genioplasty, which is basically like they shaved my chin and pushed it back, and jaw contouring. So they basically like shaved my chin, not my chin, they shaved my jaw to make it a little bit more pretty, I would say. Um, and that one was fuck. That recovery was kind of crazy, I would say. So let's start from the beginning. That surgery, that surgery was actually not in right in the morning. That surgery was actually in the afternoon. I believe the surgery was 2 o'clock ish. Me and my girlfriend left around like 11 or 12, and we got there a pretty good time. Um, of course, I checked in. I met with the anesthesia team again, and I also met with the surgeon. We basically just talked about what we're gonna do today, blah, 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 blah. Again, I had another run-in with anesthesia. This time, I really, 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 really tried to clock the transition between being in the world of the living and not being in the world of the living. And again, it was literally a time warp. I blinked and I was in a recovery room. It's very, very interesting, very cool. Anesthesia it's a trippy experience, but I really digged it. So after that recovery, when I woke to the recovery room, of course my girlfriend was there. My whole bottom face was super duper fucking swollen. Like I had like 2 knots on my face. Oh no, I got a picture of what I looked like in recovery in like a couple days after. Now the recovery for this one, I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed for a good like 3-4 weeks because the recovery for this one, the swelling did not go down quickly. Like the first surgery, the swelling went down within a week, within a week or two. This one, the swelling took a hot minute. This shit took like 3 to 4 weeks before I actually saw any type of improvement to my swelling. You guys do not understand how isolating it was. I could not go outside because I look crazy. I look a fucking chickmunk. I was surrounded by 4 walls for a good 3 to 4 weeks. It was crazy, but thankfully my girlfriend, she's the MVP of this whole story because she really made sure I was good, and I really appreciate her for this. But yeah. Alright, so in order for them to do my genioplasty and my jaw contouring, they did have to make like an incision in my on my under my teeth, like in my gums, like right around this area. It was very annoying. I had to be on a liquid diet for like a good couple of weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks. It was very, very annoying. I actually had like stitches at the bottom of my gums right here, and it was just, it was kind of difficult. I'll say that. I had like stitches. They dissolved after about a good month, and after that, I think I'm pretty good. It was just very annoying to eat because my gums were basically on fire for like a good month or so. But yeah. Also, when my face got actually healed up, she actually helped me with makeup. So I was like, oh, okay, I look kind of cute. I look kind of like a little baddie. You feel me? I look really cute. But yeah, that was my experience with my FFS. The Vanderbilt team was very professional. I did not have a problem with them. They made me feel super comfortable, super safe. I have literally no complaints. The surgeon, he is a very masterful surgeon. Obviously, my face is not like 100% healed yet. For FFS, especially with what I did damn near almost a full face FFS. Especially like the bottom half of my face, that takes like 6 to 12 months to like fully heal, for all the nerves to get back to normal, for everything like kind of set perfectly. But for what I have right now, I actually really like it. It really fixed the issues that I had with my face. Um, Alkassis, he's very good. The only I did a lot of research, because of course, if you're gonna carve out my fucking face, I need to know if you're a good surgeon. The only bad review I've heard from him is that his work is a little bit too conservative, which I guess depending on what your goal is, that's not a problem. That's not too much of a problem. For my first run-in with FFS, I didn't want it to be like a super duper crazy crazy change. I wanted it to be a change, but just something like subtle that that doesn't make me look crazy. Crazy, I would say. But yeah, that was my experience with FFS. As far as like insurance goes, let's just say I have very good insurance. Most of it was covered by insurance. I only had to pay like probably like $3,000, which is nothing. You know, I got it. You feel me? But yeah, my FFS was a very important journey for me. I really do want to do a video explaining kind of why I wanted to get FFS. I'm debating. Right now, I'm kind of getting my nerves together on that. But one of these days, I get it out. It's a kind of a very emotional, very important video of mine. But yeah, that was my experience with FFS. If you guys were wondering why I was MIA for like 2 months, I was getting my face dug out, so to say. But yeah, if nobody has told you they love you today, remember that I do. Enjoy being blessed, carry no stress, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out.